Stand to MechWarriors, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we continue the campaigns of Rippers, Rumblers, and we continue our pursuit in the steamy jungles of Slocum, a little bit cooler than the deserts of the previous planets that we've been on, but it's interesting, definitely a change of pace, and I'm really enjoying the fact that we get to explore new biomes in this campaign by virtue, basically, of going areas that we don't normally go to. So, with that in mind, let us hide the evidence. We've had a few associates go missing recently, and where should they happen to turn up but a pirate black site? We have to assume they're being interrogated right now. Normally, we'd be extremely concerned for their welfare, and we'd try to rescue them, but in this case, it seems they're likely beyond rescue. We need you to level the black site, to ensure any secrets they've spilled are erased. So this will be 5 of 21 priority salvage, 249,900 seabills, and 2.5 skulls. There's like a lot more 3 and higher skull missions on this planet, and I'm sort of building up to them. We are on the verge of several different mechs, so I'd like to hopefully get a few of those before I throw myself into those. Likely we won't actually be able to, finish those mechs before we have to take those larger skull missions, but it'll be a step in the right direction. So we have, as normal, Hammer in the Hatchet Man, Witness in his Shadowhawk, Ripper once again in his Centurion, and Exodus in our, well, I can't call it a bog standard enforcer because it's twin large lasers instead of AC-10, so our current enforcer. So let's get on the move, see if we can't get up and involved with the enemy. We'll try and avoid the nice burning vegetation. Don't really want to touch that because apparently it'll melt right through the steel beams on our mechs, which is rather terrifying when you stop to think about just how much pressure that actually must be. Or at least acidity? Basicity? Because, it could be also basic. Oh, crap, I saw a turret and I didn't shoot at it. It's a standard turret chassis, and I think it's... No, it's a Vulcan. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Vulcans are interesting designs. They're Scarecrow-like mechs, and he's got a large pulse laser. Okay, so... I very much regret not shooting that turret, because now I've got to focus on the Vulcan, which is clearly quite dangerous with his large pulse lasers, and also that turret, which is, well, a turret, and therefore clearly quite dangerous, because turrets are incredibly dangerous. So let's... Ooh, can I walk on the move to get that target? Not quite. We are going to have to sprint in order to be able to see it. We don't have a line of sight currently on the Scarecrow itself, so we'll ignore the Vulcan for now and target the standard turret chassis. Open fire. Let's see if we can't get things going. Missed one, hit another, but we did manage to tag it, so Ripper might be able to follow up. He does have kind of short-range weaponry, though, but we can use our scatter shots, the clusters, for more damage and more accuracy, and hopefully it'll work, because it's only got one turret location, so that did pretty good. Okay, not terrible at all. There was at least 10 hits in there, so I'm pretty happy with that. Unfortunately, we're taking lots of fire from multiple locations. Luckily, the Hatchet Man is extraordinarily, at the moment, evasive. And what are you equipped with? TSM Supercharger, Ferrofibers armor. So nothing special, just a little bit of weight saving on that, which is a bit concerning. No sort of stealth kit, but he is managing to avoid most of the fire so far. We got a fire starter coming in as well, and we don't know where that other turret is just yet, but we'll find out in relatively short order. And if Hammer manages to win the initiative roll-off, and he did, we can go and knock this guy pretty clean out of the match. I am a little bit concerned because I can't do that. That'll put my back towards a turret that's suicidal, and I can't do that because, well, I can't actually do that. I'm going to have to do that. And we will get the brace as long as we manage to get the hit, so let's hope for an 87%. Will you be enough? Give me that hit right there. Beautiful. Okay, that tore off most of the mech, ripped open a side torso in its entirety. That will give us the brace for free and a total knockdown right off the bat. That'll be not bad at all. So, how much you got left, buddy? Pilot injured, 2 of 4 injuries, so let's try and put the pressure on, because I'd like to remove him from the table entirely, if at all possible. Could try and go for a headshot. Actually, how much armor you got left? You are down to 36-ish? Yeah, if we got a couple of good hits with the VSPL, we could tear it off. Unfortunately, he's in cover right now, so that's probably not going to happen. But I can dream, can I? You know what, let's go hunting for crits on this one. Go for the headshot, see if you can't give it to me. Unfortunately, we missed a whole bunch of shots on that one. I don't think we managed... Yeah, we did not manage to get the headshot. We did manage to open up his CT and blew up his engine, so he's gone. So I suppose that's a reasonable result. We got the headshot, actually, so... We got the headshot, but we also tore it apart because you can't get double headshots, which is somewhat annoying, but it's something we got to deal with. Okay, so we have located a standard turret, the fire starter, and a Jenner, and a standard turret. So we're going to move Ripper up. We'll have his Centurion start trying to share a little bit of his armor and see if we can't pull this off. I think we can if we do the following. That one and that one. And we'll spread out pretty much as so. Open fire. So the cluster rounds over into this. I think that was at least 10 hits, because if it was, that'll be enough to reduce it down fairly significantly. SRMs did take out the turret. Good, so we're making our way through. So we took out a mech this turn, we took out a turret this turn, we've reduced another turret a little bit. Nothing too fancy or crazy. Got a crab up here, which would be nice salvage. I don't think we have any, if any, crab parts in order to take advantage of this. It is the missile-armed crab, the one that we saw in our stream campaign. One of the ones that we were escorting. Exodus does not have a shot from where he stands, but if he runs forward at maximum speed, he can get an obstructed shot in a turret, and that's exactly what we'll do. His twin large lasers getting involved, not having terrible accuracy there. So managed to hit with one, miss with another, and managed to both hit with a medium laser and to tag him. So he is starting to get low on health there. We should be able to follow up and knock that one out relatively soon. So we are looking at 3 more turrets at this moment. And a medium laser firing from the generator. I'm going to guess rocket launchers? If he didn't fire that then probably rocket launchers. Okay, lots of shots coming down on the Hatchman. The Hatchman is luckily quite evasive and, once again, currently armored up thanks to his melee specialty. That looks to be some sort of pulse laser. A scary one at that, because it was blinking at me, and I'm not quite happy about having to deal with that. Hammer, you are more than enough to sprint into range. Let's go... Ooh. The Firestarter is an A. Not quite sure what variant that's going to be. My only main concern here is that if I sprint after this guy, I will present my back to him. Or if I sprint after the Firestarter instead of this guy, I'll present my back to him and he'll basically kill me from behind. Tore off his leg already, so this is going down relatively soon. Should hopefully be able to get a little bit more fire, knock out his other leg. We'll get most of a generator part. That's really not the important thing, but the leg is relatively easy to break once you can get a shot going down. So I think we'll walk the Shadowhawk around the corner here. Nice and slow, no need to go quickly. And set the VSPL to 1. That will not help our heat problems, but if we shut off a single medium laser, that will. So we will go... Oh, it is SRM 6s, okay. And medium laser minuses. 77 health right there. We go for the... Yeah, we'll go for this. See if we can't rip it apart. We're firing enough weapons at it, we might be able to pull it off. And if we do actually manage to tear off the foot, then that will be just great. I don't think we quite managed it. No. Came very close. Unfortunately, didn't quite manage to get the cluster alignment the way that we needed it. We may be able to follow this up with the Centurion, have him fire his LBX into that, and his SRMs into the crab here. Apparently he's packing guns as well. Did not realize this. And ooh, we've been targeted, detected, and narked. So not great. So Shadowhawk is going to be under a pretty serious amount of firepower in relatively short order. I want to take this generator out pretty quickly, though. This turret had me worried. The bombast laser is kind of scary, don't get me wrong, but he's not as terrifying as he could have been. Standard turret chassis didn't manage to actually hit us with any of that, so the Firestarter is not a major concern. We'll probably run around and try and kill this crab next, although I would like to take most of his stuff. Alright, Ripper, let's come around the corner and say hello to all the people. And because we need to get a little bit of a move on to share some armor, ooh, I'd like to shoot at the crab as well, but I'm not going to be able to do that. You know what, that's actually not a terrible thing. So we're going to position ourselves right here for this. Oh, we did move through a spore cloud. That's unfortunate. So we're going to have to keep that in mind. So we will multi-target once again. We'll shoot the Jenner with the cluster, and then the next set of rounds are going down into this. So let's see if we can Bravo all of these. We can for fairly decent accuracy. So hopefully I just need a little bit of the cluster. One of them needs to hit his leg. He's got 2 health in it, and we managed somehow to miss. And we'll lob a whole bunch of fairly high power missiles towards the turret. Can we take it out? And just barely short on that. Exodus, can you fill in for me here? Can you manage to finish this off? It does actually look like it, and he does have the multi-target. So you, and you. Small VSPL will go into him. We'll fire twice. Yeah, that'll be good enough. I hope the medium VSPL into that. Really, I just need to do a little bit of damage into him. Just a little bit of damage. I really don't need that much firepower into A. So we'll do that, just to sort of make sure things go down the way we need it. Large laser hit, good. So the VSPL, not exactly useful, but that's fine. And I'm hoping that the rest of the weapons will do a decent follow-up on the Jenner to utterly kill him. We only need to take out the leg. 2 damage. It's all I need on this one leg. Or... no, he's still not dead. Jeez. What is it going to take to kill him? Lots of fire coming down. That's probably another one of those turrets like over there, so a bombast laser, a light rifle, and an AC-5 or something like that. And sensor lock going down on the Enforcer. Jenner standing up. He has his rocket launchers, which is a bit unfortunate. I was really hoping he'd be dead, but for some reason we just could not manage to nail that last shot onto the leg. Okay, SRM's opening fire as well as the medium lasers. A couple of hits on the Enforcer. Because he stood up, he had pretty terrible accuracy with that one, although we do want to get the Enforcer on the move kind of shortly because this crab is going to come around the corner, and that's going to be unpleasant. You are going to come around over here to his back, because the crab is honestly the most dangerous thing at the moment, and we want to remove that from the equation. Okay, that's not quite what I had in mind. If I'm completely honest, I was kind of leaning more towards the, hey, maybe you'd blow off an arm or a leg or something. Putting all your damage into the back torso is actually bad, because now he's got no armor left. Do we fire everything into this guy? We really don't need to. We're going to spread the fire. Spread the love a little bit. You, and you. And you're going to do the medium pulse laser. Turn this on to multiple shots. It still has fairly decent accuracy. Keep the medium lasers on A. Yeah, we're going to roll with that. Okay, managing to miss a couple of shots. Missed most of the medium lasers, but the VSPL is quite decent on target. Managed to nick him up a little bit. And the pulse laser, hopefully he'll just hit the leg. Well, there goes the torso. And that's the CT. That's his other torso. So gyro crit, side torso destroyed, health injury. He's lost his evasion, but at least we avoided the shutdown. So there is that working for us. He rolled a 13, so Exodus will be able to get on the move before this guy can actually try and take advantage of this. And the Centurion will also be able to get on the move. I'm just surprised at the fact that we cannot hit this leg for the tiny amount of damage we need in order to kill it. I don't need much, I just need a little bit. We fired enough shots. I figured I would have rolled at least once at this point. But hey, I suppose them's the breaks. The fire starter looked like he just stood still, which is an interesting plan. Can I come up here and get a shot down? I can, but if I have to basically give up trying to get any cover on this one. Sprint over here. Yeah, it's not going to give me the results I want either. So we will walk up to this location. We're basically going to ignore the crab for another round. And we're going to multi-target once again, so you, and set that to Bravo, cluster, yes, thank you, blown away. So a couple of lasers going down, all of them missed, but the SRM's being reasonably accurate, despite the fact it was only a 48% chance. Come on, blow off his leg, thank you, finally, jeez. I don't know if there's anything left of this mech, but we tried. I mean, we just wanted to be a little bit efficient with it, and that didn't quite work out as planned, but hey. It all worked out in the end. I suppose we'll come up over here, get ourselves a little bit of evasion. We are going to have to deal with some overheating problems. I think we shut off the small VSPL, and the medium VSPL will keep us under heat. We'll just plink away with the larges, or we could focus on Firestarter, or honestly, the turret would probably be the best thing to work on. Can I shoot this and keep the heat under? Only if I shoot the one shot, which I'm not opposed to. Fire away. Let's try and take this turret offline. We're dealing with these people slowly but surely. Ooh, every single shot hit that one, so the turret has been acquired and will be an easier thing to hit. Let's see what this crab's going to do. I can't imagine that he'll want to dive into the middle of this, considering that he has an open back torso, but I suppose I could be wrong. Blasting into the side armor of the Enforcer, really laying into him. It's been narked and detected once again, which is very unfortunate, because we don't want him to get shot at too much. And a single medium laser towards the Shadowhawk, which I don't think I actually managed to hit, so that's good. Did you triple target? No, but we've got lots of incoming fire from the turrets off there, so those bombast lasers are really starting to get on target, and it's a bit of a problem. We can take out this crab in extraordinarily short order. It's not a concern. So I don't really need to worry myself about that. I just would like to take it intact because, well, it's a crab, and it's cool, and crabs are fairly decent mechs to build things off of. Let's go see if we can't kill a Firestarter 1X. 91% chance, which, you know, could still miss. We're not on a 99.1. And swing that X. Okay, there goes some of his stuff. Not all of it by any stretch of the imagination, but a decent chunk of it has been chunked down. Enemy gets to move at this point. Who's moving then? Oh wow, you rolled a 16. Wow. Luckily Ripper and Witness will be able to move before that happens, so I'm not too worried, but let's see what this Firestarter wants to do. He's going to open fire with Flamers. Honestly, a pretty good move against the Shadowhawk, who's currently boiling anyway. Doesn't manage to hit us with any, so we're pretty lucky with that one. We do need to start chilling this mech out a little bit. In fact, it may be the best idea to just have Witness run behind the crab and try and punch it. That'll save us, and it'll probably kill him. Exodus, on the other hand, though, is up next. Exodus does 30 damage with a punch, and would need to stand here in order to kill him. Yeah, this will probably kill him. We'll chill out, we'll get everything under control, so let's go shift over here. Hello, goodbye. Maybe not. Blink. Okay, he's not giving up on that one. Witness also needs to get his heat under control, and unfortunately can't actually do much about getting that rear shot. Ripper, on the other hand, is basically in a position to one-shot anybody he feels like. Well, maybe the crab if he feels like it, which he kind of does. So we're going to shimmy very slightly in place. We are being jammed by ECM. We're going to multi-target this and this. I can't afford not to. Take him out of the fight. To fire most of our weapons over towards the standard turret chassis so we can deal a pretty decent amount of damage to it. Not terrible at all. And I assume this will kill. Gyro Dreadnought crit and destroyed. He's lost his evasion. He's not actually dead. I was really kind of hoping he would give up. Okay, let's end him at this point. We'll fall back a little bit. VSPL to off to get the heat under control. We'll keep the pulse laser on. Goodbye. Yeah, he's dead. I saw the red number. Patchwork materials. His stability check has failed. He's going to fall on his back even if we didn't manage to hit the CT, which I would be extraordinarily surprised if we didn't. Somehow we didn't. What? What is this with us not being able to hit the critical location in order to actually take out the enemy mech? Because this seems to be somewhat bull. I'm not very concerned because the Enforcer's out in the open without a whole heck of a lot of evasion. I probably should have planned on that just a little bit better. Oh, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt a lot. Because my plan kind of revolved around having him dead so that nobody could mark him out. Lots of fire going in on that arm. Luckily, he's still standing up with it.
I'm under heavy fire.
You're good, though, right? And a little bit of blinking fire towards the Shadow Car. Our heat's back under control, which is great. The Enforcer's just going to move back here and punch him in the back again. I'm trying to take him intact. It's not working, but I'm trying. And the Centurion taking a little bit of fire, but that was partially by design. By having him stand still, he presents a perfect target for the enemy to shoot at. And we're inspired. Lovely. Okay, kill this. Do you have a back attack that I can make? No, apparently not. Okay, we'll go right from the front then. If that's the game you want to play, we can play it. I'm slightly worried about the one turret behind me, but now he's on the ground and he's not having a good day. He's only got one leg left. Both of his torsos are open. And he didn't take any more damage. He took a hit towards his arm as he fell. Okay, Witness. Come back here. Put a boot in his back. Tell him to give up. Wow, way to not kill him. Okay, we got multiple crits. Come on, eject, buddy. Eject. I have given you every excuse to bail out of this mech. And he just doesn't want to do it. Come on, eject. No, that killed him. I tried. And then we blink at him, of course. Maybe he'll have something interesting in the head. That'll be fun to steal, right? Alright, Ripper. It's time to get on the move once again. So we're going to stride out here into the middle of the open. Say hello to everybody. Take aim at... we could take him, but we're not going to. Not you, not you. I want the turret. Thank you, that's the one I want. Please destroy it. Just firing clusters for every single round. It's almost gotten to the point where I'm half tempted to just remove the standard slug rounds, but on occasion, you run into a circumstance to use it. Oh, what in the hell just happened?
Damn it. I'm wounded.
The Enforcer has suddenly lost his arm. What? What did you hit me with? You have an AC-5 and a heavy rifle. You're telling me 60 damage managed to tear off the entire corner of the mech? I mean, he didn't actually kill anything important because there was nothing in here besides the Beagle probe. And a pair of double heat sinks. Okay, that's somewhat important. I don't have an infinite number of those. But I'm rather confused and more than a little irritated.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, so this mission suddenly became much more painful on us. So we're going to have to repair that, which is going to be unfortunate. Luckily, we took that down. That'll be the entirety of the mech garrison. Yeah, there was nothing in that side aside from a Beagle probe and 2 double heat sinks, which we have replacements for. Really, the main pain for that is going to be the pilot the pilot injury to heal. VSPL 2. No, turn it on and give me all 4 shots. Let's turn this thing off. If you can, of course, put lasers on targets. Thank you. And this may not actually be able to kill him, unfortunately. Yeah, we're going to get him close, but he's not going to die. So that's rather disheartening. Of course, it 1 health. Of course. That's exactly what we should have expected to happen. Okay, walk up here. Set this to slug mode. Multi-target. This and this. Send a single. Yeah, do it. See if you can't flatten the building in its entirety, which we did. And then as long as he hits that medium laser, we're good, right? Oh my god, of course. So we have recently learned that if you get your health down to 1 HP, my people in my lance will decide that you're not quite worth the damage. So I'm very disappointed in what's going on here. Open fire on, not on that, but on that. Just fire everything to make sure it goes away. We gotta make sure now at this point. So we got a little bit cocky with the Enforcer. Granted, the Enforcer's been with us for a while. It's a good solid mech. I mean, the twin large lasers, the medium and small VSPL, it's solid. I'm quite happy with how it works at this moment. So I'm not going to change it. I have no intentions to. There's a 100 health building that I can probably kill. So VSPL to off. That'll be 4 medium lasers. Perfect. And just in case one of them misses, I've got a medium pulse to follow it up. So blast away. Wow. How did you miss so many for such a high... Man. Them averages, you. Hammer can, I suppose, finish it off for you, because Hammer has not the biggest, most powerful weapons you ever done see, but he's got a good enough setup that he can kill a small building when he tries. So that worked out okay. Someday we will replace them all with the Armenian pirates and a whole ton of other stuff. I am slightly disappointed by this mission, if I'm completely honest, mainly because we took the Enforcer damage. I should have prioritized those turrets just a little bit better. I just didn't think they were that dangerous. More the fool I. So I'll have to keep that in mind. Wow, you didn't kill it. Okay. That's actually pretty surprising to me. Let's take an aim. So he is apparently the finisher here. There we go. It's gone. So, 3 of 3 facilities destroyed. That appears to be the entirety of the enemy lands, and that's the entirety of the enemy. We're not going to get as much of that crab as I wanted. We're not going to get as much of a lot of things as I wanted. Mainly because we just had some really terrible luck when it came to scattering. 238,000, that covers the drop cost. We've got pickups on everybody. Unfortunately, some repair time is going to be required. We can get the 1 crab part, I suppose. Large pulse laser, thank you. It's an important piece of kit, assuming there aren't others. MMLs. Armored cowl. +3 injury resistance, +1 initiative. Not sure if I can find anything for that, but we'll keep that in mind. Fusion core of 155. Heatsink double, which I need to replace. And 2 of them, actually. A couple of lower arm actuators, patchwork materials. We've got precision and AP ammo, but we don't use it. MML Dreadfire ammo, but we don't have any MMLs at the moment. Aside from this one, which we're going to be picking up. Could grab the fusion core. Don't think it's all that important. None of these mechs. We got all of them anyway. We also got a flamer, a light autocannon 5. Oh, I should have noticed that. I didn't realize it was a light autocannon 5. That actually makes it useful. And hand, double heatsink, patchwork materials. We got some of the ammunition, but we didn't get the MML ammo, which is a bit unfortunate. That would have been a little bit more useful than the light autocannon 5, because I believe we got a couple of those. So not a great pickup. Definitely not worth losing an arm and putting Exodus on the backbench for a while. This will be like 2 weeks of him out, which is a bit unfortunate. 250 should cover the repair costs, I hope. I mean, we did lose an arm and a torso, and that's really expensive to repair, compared to just getting armor shaved off all around, or almost losing a piece. So we're going to have to get in there and patch him up, hopefully quickly. Luckily, we do have 3 repair bays in order to do it, but every single mech is probably in for some repairs. The Enforcer, I believe, didn't take much damage, though. So our activities, 205,000, and that, kids, is why you try not to lose torsos. That turned a somewhat tidy profit into a painful one. How long is he in there? 15 days. Jeez, that's going to suck. Okay, we're looking at 15 days on the Enforcer. That's not good. Put him beneath all the other mechs so we can get them going. We've got a 3-1-1. And we'll probably go to the end of the month. Actually, I could just turn around and immediately put another force out. Well, actually, not quite. I need like 1 more day. 1 day? South to Tilak. So I believe that's all of our people out, and we do have, yep, Bravo Lance is still ready to go. And the Hatchet Man's actually prepared for Bravo Lance in order to use, which is kind of perfect. So we can take a couple of lower level missions in order to put our Bravo Lance back on the force. Ambush convoy, destroy base. I'm actually leaning towards destroy the base. I'm not a fan of ambush convoys, and I'm sure as heck not going to put the B team on a kill the general at a 3 skull mission. The general is one hell of a dogfight. It's 2 full lances plus a bodyguard and the general. You're looking at between 10 to 14 mechs-ish. It's not pleasant. You don't want to do it unless you're fully ready. And it's only going to be 2 of 9, which is painful. On the other hand, I think we're going to take cease and desist. We may as well do a little bit of work for the Capellans, make it known. And it is against pirates, so that'll always work. I'm not super happy about doing stuff for pirates. Or against pirates, that is. Because what I want to do is I want to start doing stuff against houses, because I want to get some of those sweet, sweet house mechs. Like Uzils and stuff. We're really close to an Uzil. In that case, do we take a 1 skull? Or we go up to 2 skull ambush convoy? Just seems like a recipe for absolute disaster. Maybe? No, because ambush convoys are a nightmare. Yeah, we're not going to do an ambush convoy yet. Let's work for the Capellans a little bit. We'll go for more salvage on this one. Pull these guys off. The Centurion is actually fully ready to go. So that's wonderful. Let's see. Give me the Raven. Oh, I actually... Ooh. You know what? No, we're going to do it. We're going to do Burden of Proof. We got 2 of them, but we're going to do Burden of Proof against the Capellan Confederation. We're going to do it for full salvage because I had forgotten we have Mr. Shanky. So let's put Mr. Shanky back in the farce. And then we need somebody else who's also fairly powerful, and I'm really thinking it's going to have to be the Centurion. He's got chaff, and that slows people down. Honestly, a Silver Bullet Gauss is not terrible to use against vehicles because they have a reduced number of areas that they can be hit. Alright, we're going to do it. We're going to bring Rom and the Centurion on this one. Okay, so brother, you will be in the hatchet man because I fear having you die. I also need a high piloting, high gunnery, which I don't have. Okay, that's not great. Okay, so who would best survive? The Majestic could be swapped either way. Of course, Bullet Trap is going in that. Majestic normally would drive this, so Hacker will fittingly be in Mr. Stabby. Well, maybe not fittingly, because, you know, hacking and stabbing are 2 very different motions. But he's going to have to do his very best, and he does have the bonus for a higher initiative, which will be super important to keep him alive. This is going to be kind of on the edge of what I think this lance can do. Just the pilots of this lance. And I'm not fully sold on Mr. Shanky, but he deals so much damage, and he's so quick. It may be worthwhile. He should be able to keep up with any vehicles in the convoy. He should be able to maneuver around anybody, as long as he doesn't get hit. That's the caveat. He's got maximum armor, but if he takes a hit, it's not much, even though it's the maximum. So the burden of proof lies on us. A friend of our organization has been accused by the Capellan Confederation of illegal activities. While under this accusation, she is unable to perform her duties for the Davian leadership. Evidence to be used in an upcoming hearing is being transported to a spaceport for the safekeeping off-planet. Your team is to intercept this convoy and destroy it. 2 skulls, 3 of 13 priority salvage, and 257 400,000. Well, we bought a whole bunch of melee mechs. Maybe this will work out. Oh boy. Are we spawning right next to the zone? Because that would be fun. So, recon the convoy's route, which is out there. Convoy, okay, so we spawned on the convoy spawn location. So, let's go say hi. Peekaboo. Okay, so we got up to the recon zone, and we did not actually run into him. There is a defensive convoy, or a defensive Capellan Guards unit there, but we do not have sight on anything, so lock that down. Our hatchet man is, of course, going to do the You Shall Not Pass. And hackers up. Okay, Mr. Shanky. Let's go full speed on this one, get ourselves into some cover. And we've got a spider. Okay, we got a spider. We can see it. Let's open fire. We may as well. We got a small laser and a tag, and that's what we built on this thing. It's a plus small laser, so it does a little bit of extra damage. So it does have that going for it. Let's hopefully we can be able to handle all of what's coming towards us. The spider is running away and disappearing. That's actually a really good idea against Mr. Shanky. Oh, no, he came back. He wanted to show up dramatically. Firing his 1 of 2 medium lasers, has decided he doesn't want to commit both to the effort. I can't say that's a very good idea, but hey, I'm not him. He's got to make those kinds of decisions for himself. And we've got incoming fire off from the distance. 5 missiles not managing to connect, which is lovely. He's a Vindicator. Okay, we actually have quite a few Vindicator parts, so we could pick up one of those on our way through. Let's get Rom moving forward. Rom won't have a shot on anybody, but that's going to be fine. At least I don't think he does. Yeah, no shots here, but he is getting on his way forward. Oh, the plan will be basically to blow through... Oh, you're a light missile carrier. And it's time to see just how effective the defense of this mech will be. Did I ever give you a AMS? No. But you... Oh, that's it. It's the void system. I forgot. Oh, he's tiny and he's darn near invisible.
Ready for orders.
That's gonna be lovely. I had forgotten. I had totally forgotten I gave him that. But that makes his survivability a little bit better. We really can't afford to take a hit on him, but that helps. Centurion getting involved, opening fire with the first shots, and missed every single one of them. Okay, we fired 11 pellets, and every single one of them managed to not connect. That's not great. More fire coming down. Duck, duck, duck. Goose. Okay, we're alive. That convoy is just stupidly strong. This is why I always fear... Ooh, okay, we've got a barbarian. This is a hero hatchetman, I believe. ACT, or HCT, that should be a hatchetman, right? Yeah, so he's a 55-ton hatchetman. Which, that's more than a little terrifying. Come around here and basically wipe you off the planet? Yeah, it's basically wipe you off the planet. Hi, I'm hoping to kill you in one swing. I didn't quite do it, but you don't have much left. Plank up. Eject. No. Brother should be able to move up. He's not in range for the follow-up on this one, but he'll be able to get a fairly decent amount of protection going on toward himself here. That's the convoy. We've got a vedette, ignorable, a pike, that's dangerous, a Turhan, I believe ignorable, but it's the light missile carrier that is, well... Oh boy, that's going to be the fun one. But we're going to try and kill the spider off the bat because we're going to be axing the rest of the convoy the rest of the way. Okay, that's 15 damage. That's not enough to kill him. I need you to hit that CT just one more time. Don't be like Alpha Lance today. Don't be like... They're going to be like Alpha Lance today. They're going to mimic Alpha Lance. We got the Vindicator moving around to the side, but the Vindicator's about to run himself into 250-ton mechs and he's a 45. Granted, he does have a PPC, which would suck, but 2 Centurions is a pretty nasty force to go up against. We're basically building the Legion. Oh, another spider! That's unfortunate. Okay, we got more fire coming down. Both of the shots managed to miss the ROM, so the ROM is going to continue his pace forward, and we're probably going to start blasting everything we can get our hands on. Bullet Trap and Majestic are up. So the plan must be as follows. Oh god, I don't want to have to deal with this light missile carrier. I really, really don't. Okay, what's your shot on that light missile carrier? You only get the LBX cluster. We're going to multi-target. You, die please. Just take the spider down. Lots of fire all over the place. Gotta get up all the hits on him. That's good. We're starting. It's not much. And there we go. Engine destroyed. Spiders are ignorable. I don't care if we annihilate it. Really, if we just remove everything from the table for him, that's fine. Okay, enemies on the move. And that is the Vedette. So Vedette's opening fire with everything he's got. Well, fortunately for us, but unfortunately for him, not able to connect with anything too much. Doesn't look like they're moving. That seems very odd to me. Rom, you'll have a shot from here. Hopefully we can get something good out of it. Light missile carrier, absolutely everything. Absolutely the chaff rocket launcher, because if we can take away his ability to do anything. And I got a couple of hits with the silver bullet. And ooh, we got the one chaff. I saw one of those number ones, so the chaff rocket launcher has hit. Probably should have saved the RL-10, but that's fine. Pike's moving forward with all his autocannons. And managing to avoid, because we're still at really long range. We do have a pincer movement happening right now, which I'm not happy about. Okay, light missile carrier, he has been debuffed. So, duck. Oh, lots of fire incoming. Rom's starting to take it on the chin like he does, but he's fine. Good going, Rom.
Damage is minor, Commander.
Good. Very happy to hear that. Oh, what's the Turhan carrying? Turhan is all 2 large lasers. Okay, that's concerning. So we've got 3 concerning, 1 mediocre. So the obviously priority, 100% priority. I don't want to do this. I wanted brother to move in first. Well, it must be done, I suppose. Break it. We've got a void system. Hopefully that'll help out because we're not moving all that fast. Okay, that one's down. That was the important one. And you see everybody now, right? Or did we not come around the corner enough? That'll be an interesting question as soon as it zooms back out for me. We see everybody. Good. Okay, so Barbarian is terrifying. Once he joins the fight, all bets are off. Brother, your target is the pike. Where's that pike? There's the pike. Because of all of his multiple ridiculous AC2s. And the Turhan, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm more afraid of this. I probably should be more afraid of the pike, the Turhan, because it has more terrifying stuff. Okay, remove the pike, please. Lovely. That's 2 of 4. 50% of the convoy is annihilated. Unfortunately, we lost the ballistics computer plus, but that's fine. Majestic. Majestic's going to move forward, and we're going to ignore the spider for now. I know that seems like a problem, but really, we got to take out this convoy before our good buddy shows up. I really don't want to fire this pirate gas right now. Okay. Recoil +1. Its recoil's a bit of a problem. It jams pretty easily, and if I do that, I'm losing my best gun. Nope, shoot it. And let's see if we can get some of those chaff rockets on. None of them hit. That's unfortunate. Please tell me you didn't jam. Please tell me you didn't jam. Please tell me you didn't jam. Doesn't look like you jammed. Okay, good. Bullet trap. We're going to keep moving up. We're going to keep the pressure on. I want this Turhan to not be a happy camper. And one of the ways we can ensure that is if we just fill him full of lead. Do I have a target? Okay, good. So I will see that, and we are maneuvering slightly into position to defend ourselves over there. I'm terrified of the Barbarian, because melee mechs are scary anyway, and now we're about to run into a hero melee mech, which, well, we know how badass our Centurion is, or not Centurion, we know how badass our Hatchet Man is, and I don't want to have to fight that. Vedette's moving up close and personal, gonna open fire on the Commando. Did get some machine gun hits in. He's got enough armor for machine guns. He doesn't have enough armor for twin large lasers. So that's the reason why I wanted... see, that may have not been... Spider coming down to punch. Okay, I can work with that. That's fine, because Rom will basically be able to move behind him and blast him in the back. Because I do believe we're going to be able to take out the entirety of the convoy this round. I hate convoy attack missions. The ambush convoy mission is a terrifying, nail-biting experience, because normally the convoy is incredibly fast. And, you know, now we're facing a melee mech like that, which is just... I don't want to deal with that. I would prefer not to engage. And that was a hit. Oh, that was a hit. Okay, okay, we're alive. We're alive. Alright, hacker's up. Hacker, kill this. We'll take them out one by one. Oh, look at that path he had to take. But his mask lets him do it. You cannot stop, Mr. Stabby. Let's go in with our shank here. Oh, yes, very much gone. So the Turhan's out of there. We're down to a single enemy part of the convoy. Brothers should be able to take that out, and then we can sort of pivot to take on the rest of the Capellan Confederation, including Mr. Barbarian. Hi! I don't want to fight you. I really don't want to fight you, because I'm assuming that's all heat-based. That's got to be a rocket launcher. That can't be anything else. Apparently it's not heat-based at all. Brother. You're not in range to kill him, but that's fine, because the only thing I care about now is eliminating this convoy entirely as a threat, and you will do that by killing this last tank. Good, okay. Convoy is defeated. We can leave if we want. We're not going to, because we took this one for salvage, and I want that 55-ton Hatchet Man. I don't quite know how you managed to add 10 tons to a Hatchet Man. It seems rather terrifying, actually. Vedette is moving back, but all he's got is... he's got an LRM-5 to add to the table. So there is that working against us. And he's not in a position to do anything. Spider is in a position to do something. He's got 2 medium lasers. He can also punch us. And he's rolling way on out. He is bugging out, which is good for us. That'll give us a round to operate. Majestic. We have a target. The target is, of course, whatever the heck he calls himself. Melee will not, or Melee is going to ignore any sort of being in a forest, so that's pointless. Hi, I've got a silver bullet Gauss with your name on it and more chaff rockets if I can manage to get a hit. Looks like a pretty decent number of hits. I don't think we hit him with a chaff rocket though. And is the gun okay? The gun's still okay. We are pushing this pirate Gauss like you wouldn't believe. I am attacking the wrong side. That is unfortunate. And the reason I say I'm attacking the wrong side is because this is left arm. His right arm is the one with the hatchet. Everything you've got, line him up, and I'd love to slug him, but I can't cluster that sucker. Vigilance. Yes, I know, it sucks, but Vigilance is going to give us the ability to move before him next round, because he seemed to roll quite well on the last time. Let's back up to them. Oh, that's got to be the Barbarian, isn't it? Yeah, we're up to, he rolled a 23, but he decided he wants to shoot. Is that... Are you serious? That's an MRM? Oh, wow, he's just chewing through us. But he did bring himself into range of 2 of our melee mechs. And he's got Flamer onto the back of the Centurion. Did manage to actually hit us with that one pretty good. Plus 15 heat. Is that Dragon's Breath? That might be. Well, we don't know. We don't have enough information. Mr. Shanky, I require your assistance. That's right. We're going downtown to Paintown. 74. Yeah, we gotta go to 79. Go for it! Hi, I've got a little pokey stick, and hopefully I can hit you with it because I deal 136 damage when I touch people with it. So, hi. Teleporting behind him. Nothing personal, kid. You missed. You missed. How could you miss? He was 3 feet in front of you. We did tag him. Okay, so the next attempt to hit him with an axe. Shit, it's an 81. Go swing that axe. Come on. You gotta start giving me something here. You got an 81% chance. You missed. Why? Okay, now you're starting to work against me here, guys. Now we've got a problem. Do we go after his arm or do we go after his other arm? He's got 95 health in that. Hi, Spider. You're back. You came to play. He's being all dramatic and impressive. See, that's why he moved off screen. He just wanted to look cool while he came back. Giving some fire down to the Commando, but the Commando is luckily able to evade. The Commando's leg is so vulnerable. Bullet Trap. Here's the plan, Bullet Trap. You're going to get right next to him. Actually, I can't do the plan that I truly want to do, because the plan I really want to do is hit him from the side. But that accuracy is just terrible. So, the other plan is to walk up right next to him and say, hello. I have every single weapon in my arsenal to hopefully tear off your one arm. Please leave it. Please leave it on the ground. Ooh, active combat shield and TSM. His leg is exposed. I think we pressure the leg. I think we pressure that leg. Silver Bullet Gauss, in whom I trust at this moment, it's pirate tech, but you only need a couple of really good hits. Fire! Come on, tear off that leg, tear off that leg. Leg is gone, okay. Now we're gonna move before him, and he's gonna be on the ground. Come on, Bloody. Bail out. You know you want to. You don't want to be in that mech anymore. You're done. You want to get out. It's raining. Well, actually, no, that's not a great excuse, because it's raining. He doesn't want to step out into the rain, clearly. Okay, brother. Oh, brother, where art thou? Step on him. Could shoot. Oh, I could shoot. He's lost his specialty. His shank is over here. So, his leg is holding... It's not worth it. Hit him. And hope for the leg. Or, you know, we could tear open his CT. Manage to break his endo steel. There's that working for us, I suppose. Enemy gets to move. Vindicator is going to roll on a little bit. He has, of course, targeting data from the Spider. I'd really like to save him. I'm really disappointed that we stomped on him in the CT. I was really hoping for a leg hit. I was absolutely hoping for a leg hit. Do we happen to know what initiative he's moving on? We do not. You know what? I just don't dare. I cannot possibly dare. Because if he stands up, he could butcher us. I can't risk that. Or, you know, you could tear off his other armor. Clink. Okay, we've got more accuracy on him. So his entire... All of his torsos are open. Please tell me it's the Spider and not him. Okay, it's the Spider. Lovely. Spider running way off map again. He needs to make that dramatic entrance again. Otherwise, was it all worth it? Spoiler alert. Clearly not. Your shooting's good, so that's exactly what you're going to do. Take the leg. Go for a slug. Fire. Oh, that hit the leg. Don't kill a whole mech. Don't hit. Darn it.
Tango down.
It could have been so beautiful. You could have saved it all. Alright, Rob. I am just amazed that your Silver Bullet Gauss hasn't exploded on you just yet. So we're going to shut that sucker off. First of all, the chance of hitting it is 52. Holy crap, that's really good. Fire it! And that's lots of numbers all over the place. Structure exposed. Did I break it? Did I break it? Did I break it? I did not break it. Jeez, he's reliable and solid. I'm loving it. Let's go chop him up. Hacker, get in there with Mr. Stabby. There's going to be a new model for Mr. Stabby coming up in the next version of RogueTech. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not a giant fan of it because it's got like this crazy design on the CT, which will not quite go with my whole idea of being super snooty and militaristic mercenaries. But hey, it is a new model, and we should rejoice in the beauty of multiple different mech designs. So I shall. Oh, whoops! I forgot you're my hatchet man. You're not actually capable of doing the really cool things of like shooting down on the enemy for massive damage. Although you did shoot down on the enemy for a pretty decent amount of damage, so I should give you credit for that. Sprint, I kind of want to give you a round off, but oh, it's just so good. Silver bullet cows. I'm sorry. I need to get myself a weapon mount for this thing. And blast into him. Not quite sure what we hit, if I'm completely honest. He's got a PPC. Duck! Woo! That missed. Yeah, his torsos are all over the place. I get the feeling that Bullet Trap can finish this guy off if Bullet Trap can see the target, which he can. Okay, it's going to be an obstructed shot, but next turn he'll be able to run around. So our 2 Centurions forming a firing line set the sucker back to cluster for all the good accuracy. And if you wouldn't mind skewing towards the leg, that'd be great. It tore off a lot. He's having a bad day, I think. First the convoy got killed, and then all of his buddies. It's just not going for him. Hi, we can just shoot on you from on high. Oh, I'm just seeing red numbers all over the place, mainly because the only armor he's got left is on his head. I think we've torn off his torso. And the leg. He's gonna be on his back. And that could actually destroy the mech. It probably won't, but could. Okay, he's going down. 1 of 4 injuries remaining. A hacker can't actually get there for once, but he can get close. Jeez, you are quick, my little man. Just look at that speed. The fact that he's got a mask on board is rather ridiculous. Go for the head, you may as well. Because if you hit his head, you'll kill him. But no. Eject, man. Just bail. Is it really worth it? Ask yourself, why are you fighting this fight? There's nothing left in that. There's something left on the leg. We are relying purely on hitting that head. Turn off the silver bullet gauss. I don't feel like blowing up in the very last round. We killed him. By which I mean him. I meant, well, both the pilot and the mech. Because we hit the head and then we hit the torso. So if we had hit the head and then hit the leg, that would have been perfect, but we didn't. So that was successful. I don't think we had any armor penetrations. Didn't have a whole heck of a lot of damage. The commando took a couple of hits, but nothing too serious, although the commando has some really advanced tech on board, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. The Capellans were not super happy about that. Yeah, his leg, oh, that came close. The Rob got battered around a bit, so the Centurion. Hatchman once again managed to walk out of that battle without taking a single nick of damage, which is rather amusing considering he was in the middle of it. Grabbing the Vindicator part, because that'll build us a Vindicator for sure. Whole bunch of AC2s I don't care about. Large lasers, how many got? 4. I don't need them. Oh, MRMs, MRM 30. I have one of those, right? I do. I can have 2. DNI cockpit, absolutely. Internal combustion engines, ballistics computer, but I may drop that. Heatsinks, lots of heatsinks, jump jets, light, spiked boots, and TSM. I'm sorry, Vindicator, and chance to get really cool stuff. There's melee parts to be had, and I must steal them. How much do you weigh? Weighs 10% of a 1/10 chassis. I don't care. Come back. You know that I want to mount things onto your mech. See, this is what makes the mech. Should just double click on them. It does prevent you from doing that. Is there anything else that I can grab real quick on this one? The ballistics computer? No. Internal combustion engines? No. The DNI cockpit is really good, though. +1 melee accuracy, -15% self-damage, +3 initiative. If only it also ignored... Oh, it's -10% damage taken, of course. Take off one of the TSMs. It's got to be that DNI cockpit. You can't not take that DNI cockpit. It's too good not to have. And it is worth swapping out a spiked helmet. So we got the Vindicator part anyway, so that's lovely. And another AC2 plus. That'll put us to 2. A large laser, which is not a bad pickup. And then the machine gun and the SRM are ignorable. A couple of heatsinks, which are ignorable. We did not get our TSM, but we did get a double AC2, which is interesting, because you generally only need 1 ton of AC2 ammo anyway. It gives you like 25 shots for 1 ton. You don't really need more, but hey, if we decide to build any maximum AC2 mechs, which I suppose we could actually do that if we really desired it, then we're good. I do believe we've built ourselves a 45-ton Vindicator, which Not super psyched, if I'm completely honest, and we are getting towards the end of the month, so if we want to shed things, that would be a thing to get rid of, just so that we wouldn't have to pay for it. After all, paying for things is a very important part of this, because we don't want to have to pay for anything we don't need, although I'd prefer to actually store it, if I'm completely honest. I'd rather put it into storage, although we have demonstrated that having a B team and a B team of mechs is quite useful. And Mr. Stabby really demonstrating that he's rather ridiculously powerful. 22,000 for the next 6 days, so we're not getting any more missions this month because well, maybe the A-team could actually throw something together. No, the next pilot to come off is Hammer in 3 days, so we are done for the month. Let's check off to see what's going on here. This will be done to that, and to that, and we'll have most of the stuff done fairly soon. Put this ahead of the Enforcer, because that Enforcer is out for a while. It's rather painful to say, but we, well, I'm really stunned that he managed to completely rip off the armor. Authorized grocery run, because we are fine. Yeah, we're fine. We lose 5,000, but everybody's happy about it. Alright, minus 480 because of the glitch. We're going to go back up to our full actual price of what we should be paying of 800,000, which is starting to get a little bit up there. Oh, probably should have sold the Vindicator. Well, now we have a Vindicator, so I suppose there is that. Wait, did we not build it? No, we didn't. Wait, What many Vindicator parts do I have? Oh, the Vindicators are all separate, aren't they? Because we got a Vindicator Pirate over here. We got 3 parts to a Vindicator Vindicator 1AA. We've got 3 parts to a Butcher, which is a special Vindicator. And then I believe we have another Vindicator somewhere around here, don't we? I thought we did. I thought I was 1 part away from having a Vindicator. I'm 2 parts away from having an Uziel, which I'm pretty excited for at some point. Huh. Must have been the Vulcan. So we are close to a Vindicator. We have 4 parts to it. Because we've got the Vindicator Pirate and the Vindicator AA, because the Pirate doesn't have any negative traits other than, well, the restricted lower actuator, which it shares. I doubt that the Butcher is going to share anything, and I also doubt that this Vulcan will match up with this Vulcan, but it might, and Vulcans are pretty interesting mechs, but they are 40 tons, which makes them not super interesting, if I'm completely honest with myself. So we have a fairly solid lineup of mechs here. We need at least another day to get our pilots ready to rock and roll, which will also get Rom back online. How many mechs I got left? 4 for the Shadowhawk, 14 on the Enforcer, and all... actually, no, not all. Exodus is still out for another 10 days. He's not going to be happy. He's going to be missing all this action. Not mech bays. I need actually barracks, because we got to check out who's currently available to do what. Hammer can get a level of gunnery, which I'm tempted to get, but I also want to get guts. I mean, like, gunnery is basically an ignorable stat when you're on a mech that is designed to walk up to people and hit them in the face with an axe. Yeah, because Exodus is out, we actually don't have the A-Team Lance ready to go. Witness is ready to go for his next level. Okay, that's lovely. I'm really tempted to take piloting. Piloting or tactics? Tactics is +3 initiative, +3 initiative. -3 indirect fire penalty, so we really would not use that. Plus the sensor distance, which would be nice. Witness's mech is very much direct fire. We don't have any indirect fire mechs as of yet. Gives them an additional health if we take guts at this moment, so piloting honestly is the way to go. Plus 10% maximum sprint, plus 2% more melee accuracy, which will be quite nice. So lock him down. He's a 7/7 pilot now. So he's actually a better pilot than Ripper is at the moment. That's pretty impressive. Witness has become the A-Team pilot. That's pretty cool. I should probably check out the mech bays. We did get a couple of parts. Oh yeah, we need to rip apart our hatchetmen. This is of course very important because ripping apart the hatchetmen allows us to do cool things. We are maxed out on slots, but I can resolve that in a couple of ways. First of all, spiked helmet goes away, jump jets go away, we are over on slots, and we are over on tonnage, which is not good. Do I have a pirate medium? ER, of course. I don't think I do. I really don't. Medium laser pirate. I need ER medium pirates. No, I don't have them. That's painful. Because the solution right now... Oh, I am limited on slots, aren't I? That's my biggest problem at the moment. Oof, that's a concern. That is very much a concern. If I wanted to try and make this work, though... Really, I want to pull this ferrofibrous out. Because it's huge. It doesn't save me a ton of weight. Medium pulse out. Medium pulse out. 2 of those tones, so 1.5 tons... I need to get myself... Yeah, I've got enough to do it. I just don't have the part for it just yet. Because what I need is I need 2 more pirate medium lasers. That's what is needed to make this mech do the things that it is supposed to do. TSM, and I only got the one TSM, didn't I? A gyro defense. I've got a gyro defense plus, and a ballistic computer. I don't need that. Armored cowl, +3. I wanted the D&I cockpit. Takes up both slots, which is fine because it acts as a cockpit and apparently sensors. Oh no, life support and piloting systems. Ooh, takes pilot on overheat. Well, luckily he's going to be a fairly chill mech. We're not going to cook him any, so that's not a concern. We've got a warfare suite in there. We were also considering putting a rangefinder in him, but didn't end up doing that. Spiked helmet does give us an injury resist and +10 melee damage. The D&I cockpit gives us -10 hit. Ooh, it takes away from our melee damage. It just gives us accuracy. So maybe it's not worth it. I mean, taking the reduced damage would be cool, but it's kind of not worth it in my book at this point. Revert. Okay. I would like to give him TSM. So we'll take out a jump test. It'll give us half a ton. I only have a very small amount in order to fill that, so I'm going to put a spike-like boot. That would take half a ton. Okay, now I need a slot for TSM. Okay, we gotta find a single slot left, because we're using all of them. I wish TSM was free, but it's not. Yeah, I need one additional free slot. It is a minor concern. I could take the case out, but the case is an entire ton. And then where would I be? How much is the... So it's a 10% melee boost, 5% stock melee damage, and +1 melee accuracy. That's better than the 3% sprint, 2% walking distance, or the 4% walking distance, 2% sprint, and 3% melee damage that TSM would provide. But I do want to get that additional point in there. We are very much on the cusp of being able to make this something amazing. I mean, it already is pretty amazing, but I want more. I need just a little bit more. Don't know how to make it happen. Because I don't... Well, let's check the store. Maybe we're incredibly lucky and there will be pirate mediums, but I doubt it. Yeah. Yeah, there's no pirate mediums here. Just, there is an ERPPC, which is fantastic, but it would cost us pretty much our entire bank at the moment. And I don't want to spend that, if I'm completely honest. No structure. No, we can sell heat sinks all you want. Jump jets for whatever you want. Really limited on a lot of stuff except for missile tech, which is pretty interesting. And of course, there's a whole ton of ballistics. Most of that is ammunition for the ballistics. I don't know what I can do to you, my friend. I want to make you something grand and amazing, but in order to do that, I gotta take out your ferrofibrous. You have... No, you don't have any double C's. You don't have any heat sinks on board. They're all contained within the engine. I need to get a smaller... not a smaller engine, but a not XL engine, which takes up an extra absolute metric ton of space. There's just nothing I can do. Well, maybe there is something I could do. So it would mean losing this, which frees up a ton of weight, and a 285 fusion core. He handles that well. Okay. He's 6 tons. So this will be a 12-7 hex movement versus a 11-7. So he gains 1 on the sprint. Plus, you know, his supercharger. So I could do this. No, that still doesn't work. You know what? It's the jump jet off and the leg spike boot on, and that's all we can do. Let's be honest with ourselves. We can't do much more than that at the moment. So we gave him a single boot. In fact, we're going to put it over here, just to make it a little less likely that he hits the same pot and explodes it. We're going to have to confirm. It's only a single day. We do have a part of TSM, which I really want to put in there, but I can't right now. But we will. You're lined up. Not that. You're lined up. Yeah, technically. And 3 days until training module, which will be nice. I don't think there's anything else I can do for any of my other mechs. You've got a slick suite. You've got a slick suite. You've got a comm suite and a sensors basic. Get a rangefinder in you. Mr. Shanky? Guardian ECM and a spiked helmet as well. Spiked helmet gives him additional melee damage. I can't afford to drop that. This is a ridiculous mech. It's surprisingly effective, though. I was rather stunned with how well it worked out. And small laser I'm not super happy with. The tag is interesting. I mean, it's an addition of something, at the very least. If I had a melee weapon, I would definitely put that on there. I do not, though. So it's a bit of a moot point at that point. But yeah, this mech is rather ridiculous. He still has standard heatsink. Oh wait, I can put a gyro on him. +1 evasion pips, +1 defense. Yes, please put that on there. We're going to be using him. This mech has demonstrated to me, at the very least, that it is the kind of mech that I want to be able to field, because it can survive quite a bit. Well, it can't survive quite a bit, but the void system really gives it that little bit of extra needed. The Guardian ECM versus a Warfare Suite. The Guardian ECM is 1.5 tons. 1 evasion, 1 defense. After penalty of 3, 180. This is 1 evasion. It doesn't give the 1 defense, though. Right? Yeah, the free +1 defense. So I think the Guardian actually works out better for him. It also increases his sight range a little bit, but doesn't... I'd rather have the Beagle Probe to do that even better. So it does mean we split across the electronics just a little bit. But I think, yeah, that's... I need to get a fire control system for him. A melee fire control system is what we desperately need. But we do not have one. I could give him an energy fire control system, but I may need it at some point for another one of our mechs. And I can't afford to drop that. So... Oh wait, no, what did I change to him? Oh yeah, I gave him the gyro. Well, let's put the gyro back on. It's essential to keep him alive. We want to stack up a ton of defense on him, make it so he's a little less susceptible to being, well, kneecapped. So both of our melee mechs going in for a little bit of a slight upgrade. That way we can easily get them back in the field. Well, pretty significantly increasing their effectiveness. Hatchetman especially is going to have a pretty significant increase in the amount of power that he can actually wield. I think everybody else is good for now. So we'll run the clock another day just to get both of our mechs ready to go and quite a few pilots out. We're 2 days from the Shadowhawk. How many MechWarriors are no longer in training? Or no... Alright, everybody except Exodus is back.
Need something, Chief?
You, brother, are going to need a bit of guts for an overheat threshold. Yeah, also puts us further along for good things. Bullet Trap. Bullet Trap needs... Well, gunnery could be a good idea. +1 max evasion would be quite nice. Shooting scoots is always quite fun to have. Overheat threshold he doesn't need. Called shot bonus would be great. +25 view distance? Yeah, I think that may be the way to go. +3 initiative. Yeah, we'll shed piloting for one more round, and then we'll take piloting on this one, and then Guts probably finish it off. Hacker's good. Hammer can take gunnery, but I'm going to save it. And that's everybody, isn't it? Brother, Bullet Trap, Hacker, Hammer, Majestic, and of course Ripper, and... Alright. So we're ready to go, pretty much. I mean, the Shadowhawk's another 2 days out for a design that I'm not quite convinced on. We've got most of the A-team ready. I'm going to need that Shadowhawk for those higher tier missions. Got the training module up, but we're going to save it. Stop the Shadowhawk. There we go. It's finally, you've been through a lot. Where's my Shadowhawk? My second one. And... Not you. The other one. This one! Ah, yes. My SRM master. So he is packing with 2 SRM-6s, 6 medium lasers, double heatsink kit, right? No, a compact heatsink kit, because why the heck not? And a fairly decent sized fusion core. Pharaoh and Endo on top of that. Can I give you a rangefinder? We gave him the Artemis for the SRMs, but when we update to the next version, that bonus is going away. So we will have to keep that in mind. Not quite sure what I want to do with it. C3 Slave is a what now? No, it just goes in there. He is 0.19 tons underweight, which is a bit sad, because I'd love to give him the actual proper tonnage that he deserves. Could have put a, you have 4 Artemis 4 targeting computers. You'd think that wasn't Lost Tech or something. Comm Suite or DNI Cockpit. +1 melee, +3 initiative, plus that gives +2 resolve. Pilot takes damage and overheat, he's going to be cooking all the time. I really don't like this nearly as much as I like the other Shadowhawk, if I'm completely honest with myself. I think the other Shadowhawk brings more to the table, just in terms of consistent firepower. We are putting quite a bit of effort into this. And so I do have some concerns. Did I get a case 2 out of that one mission? No. But at the end of the day, it's a 55-ton mech, and we need more 55-ton mechs. So we're going to be swapping out the Enforcer. We're going to be losing some on the long-range poke, but we're going to be gaining a pretty significant amount on the closer-range combat with the SRM-6s. We'll be on the lookout for higher-end SRM-6s. We may end up even going with MRMs, because now we have we've had an MRM-30 launcher. And that is a reduced accuracy, but I believe we had an MRM precision ammo, or, yeah, improved ammo. So that's 6 tons. The MRM-30 is like 10, isn't it? And it is, yes, 10 tons. So it would be doing 4 times 30 is 120 damage out of that launcher alone, versus these guys, which is not that. Yeah, 48 times 2 is 96. It would be able to do it at longer range. It still gets the Artemis bonus, I believe. Fire long range. So that might actually be the better way to go with this one. To rip both of these SRMs out and find the weight. Because it's here. I mean, there is weight here to be had. We just need to locate it. But I'm going to save that question for another time. I'll toy around with it a little bit off screen just to see what I can do to it. Because I think a big MRM might be a better idea. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode. I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every time I post one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.